Hey, good morning, Bob. Trade Genius, 24th of February in the morning. And I was flipping through Twitter and I watched, well, I guess I should say I observed a picture of Europe's snow forecast for next week. And I guess the entire country of England and Ireland are going to be between 3 and 10 inches of snow for the entire country. Pretty amazing. And I guess they're calling this thing the beast from the east. All that cold weather coming out of Russia is going to be sloshing into the into Western Europe. It's going to be very, very, very cold and very snowy going into March. Pretty interesting. And then here in Southern California, I went for a walk this morning, and there was frost everywhere. So we were below freezing, and I live at 300-foot elevation and 3 miles from the ocean, and it never freezes here, very rarely. I think I lived here 25 years, and we had one, like a snow burst from a thunderstorm that was really cold, and other than that, hardly at all. And this is probably the sixth or seventh time this winter we've had frost on the ground, and so it's been really cold. And I think we're going to get some weather, but it's been a dry cold too, so pretty wild. And the Midwest is getting snow and cold again too. And the reason why I bring that up is that we're going into the season where they have to start injecting the storage facilities for the upcoming year for natural gas. And we're at a low point here, and we're moving into a new contract. And so we started buying Southwestern Energy and UNG this week, and I think it's a good trade. And this is where natural gas is right now. And usually between March and April, you get a really good push higher in that gas, and I'm expecting the same to happen this year. So we have this, and then we're accumulating. SWN made 2 purchases, so bought one at 370 and I bought 360 yesterday, and I may buy more before it breaks out, but I fully expect a breakout. This is a move here, followed natural gas, but also going into their earnings. And we did this trade, the same thing we did it here too. We bought in this below the range here, and we caught this entire move up. At this time I was able to accumulate nearly 6,000 contracts, not contracts, shares, and I'm at 2K now, so I may accumulate a few more, but I also got UNG, so I may not do as much this time. But I think there's definitely an opportunity for a 30 to 50% move in Southwestern Energy. And then here looking at UNG, a different look at the natural gas, and what's interesting here, natural gas made a lower low here, but this is making a higher low, and has to do with where the future contracts are rolling. And I'm looking for this thing to push up higher. My expectation by the end of March, we're going to go from this 220, 22 area that will break into the 24, 25 area. That's my view, and that's how I'm trading based on that. And then here's another trade for you that you probably should be interested in, is that interest rates, I think, have peaked. Anything over 3% puts our economy into the tank. And so you're going to start seeing money moving out of other assets and moving back into the bond market. This is just an easy trade for a trader. You have to realize if a trader buys a bond here at 3%, it goes down to 2%. He made 50% on the cap gains. So there's a lot of ways you can make money trading bonds, and so just to keep an eye on that. I'm thinking here, you could buy here. Your stop should be here, and then I'm thinking that we're going to probably come up and test the top of this channel again. So just FYI on that. And then just a quick look at the in the crypto world here. Here's Bitcoin. Is that it's still crawling down that channel, and if you want to wait, if you're not in it, you know, we have a buy signal on it already from that move out of this collapse and out of this falling wedge. And you know, you can wait, keeps testing this channel line here, and so you can either wait for it to make a higher high or even a higher low, but definitely if it gets back above this 11.3, 11.5 area, then there's this no volume here and it should just squirt up like a toothpaste tube. So, but if not, if you're not in it, it doesn't really matter what price it gets down to. At some point it's going to be a buy again. But my view is this is just a consolidation. I've seen this many times in many other stocks. You know, this was a big move to digest. This is 80% move in a week. And so you're going to get consolidation. And then we're going to get a boom. And then quick look at gold here. Gold, they're having a hard time getting gold to sell off, which I think is really interesting. Might be a little bit of a bear flag here. And so I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. But you know, this is what I own right now in the Trade Genius portfolio, is that we got AG. This is a long-term hold for me. I'm looking for another opportunity to buy again. If it pushes back into this channel higher, I'll buy, or if it makes down here to a new low, I'll buy again as well. But I just own 1,000 shares, and so I'm just kind of waiting on it. I also have Goro, and Goro is pretty much at the price I bought it at. It's at the bottom of the channel here. I'm just not sure what's happening here with the metals and miners. So, you know, they're really having a war with the dollar here right now. So, the reason why I'm hedged with this, if they lose control of the dollar, these miners are just going to squirt higher, and they have a lot of volatility and a lot of leverage, and they'll really shoot up. But Goro looks good, and so it's worth holding. And so just FYI. And then definitely of all the grains, I'm holding corn. It had a nice move. I'm staying. Oh, sorry about that. So I'm staying with corn. It had a nice move. I'm not going to sell it at least through June or July, unless it, you know, I lose control of the trade. But I think this is a consolidation for another move higher. If you look at JJG, it's just grinding away. And I'll put this out to a daily. Maybe I am a daily. Sorry about that. It's breaking out of this rectangle. Okay. And so you take the bottom of this rectangle at 24 to 26. So the next move here should be up into this area here around 28. So you have an opportunity for another 8 to 10% move into grains. And the climate and the weather are not cooperating with food this year. Kansas winter wheat is destroyed. Argentina and Brazil are having problems. Either too much rain or too little rain. South Africa, up until a week ago, was totally parched, and now we have I think we're gonna have an extended winter in Europe once again. So just keep an eye on that. And the only other thing I'm watching here is I'm watching silver. It's just they can't push silver down either. Pretty tight range, and so I'm looking for, you know, opportunities, but I have it with silver miners right now. So but keep an eye on silver. And then I have a small position in Wheaton precious metals. I just hold it for the long term, and reason why this thing pushed down was because of interest rates. This is a twofer. If interest rates are falling and silver's going up, Wheaton skyrockets. It's not in the portfolio. I just this one I trade a lot, but they've had a hard time moving it. This range from 1850 to 2250 has been a good trading range all year, and so whenever it gets down to here, I'll probably be buying again. If it pushes down, pushes back to the channel, I'll probably buy some more, and for a run up to the higher until it breaks this channel. As you can see, this is no sense, you know, trying to hold it. So, but if it breaks 23.10, then you have a $5 thing here, and it's going to go from 23 back up to 28. So, anyway, that's my morning report. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think there's some great trading opportunities here. I think the stock market has still is going to move down. I believe. I think that the dollar weakness is going to get contained by the other currencies, and I think that'll push the dollar down, and then a dollar up, and then once that happens, then I think we get a flush of this latest purge that we had 2 weeks ago. Then I think we can start grinding higher into the summer, but I don't think we're going back to new highs yet. So just be careful. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye bye.